So what we are going to look at now in the second half is image, grooming, hygiene, dress, etiquette, all these things we are going to look at. So why do you think all of this is important? Who can tell me? Why do we need to learn all this? Anyone? Yes? Do you think it's important, or do you think it can just be overlooked and there's no need to? Yes, but why? Very good. It is. Yes, it is important. But why do you think it's important?
Personality development.
Personality development. And what else might it be? Because we want to create a good impression, right? Wherever we go, whether it is in our personal lives and especially when we move on to professional lives, the impression we create is going to have, it carries a lot of weightage. Okay? So how you, what you wear, your dress, your appearance, how you carry yourself, what kind of body language do you use, which is your non-verbal communication skills. How do you sit, stand, walk, talk, all of this is going to matter, and people notice you. A lot of times we think we don't even notice, right? A lot of times we think nobody is noticing us, so who cares? But you'll be surprised, people notice. You know, sometimes I even notice if I don't know, I might see a complete stranger on the street, but I notice. And if it's something good, it just might stay in my mind for that day or longer. And if it's something not very pleasant, that also might just stick in my mind again for the day or for longer. Right? It happens. Complete strangers also. You know, we notice them as well. So imagine if we can notice complete strangers who we don't know at all. Please remember that for you, you need to be extremely conscious. Okay? And like I said in the morning, all these things are habit forming. You know, if you've never done it before, with practice, everything is with practice, right? Even our bad habits are with practice. We've practiced it so well, even the bad habit, it's become a habit. Unconsciously or consciously, we've practiced it, right? And that's how habits form. So everything that you've learned today, it's important that you try and convert all of these learnings into good habits. Start small. Don't try and do everything together. You'll get so fed up, you'll say, forget it. And then your brain will tell you, what is your good old brain going to tell you? Why bother? This is all very difficult. Leave it. Let's go back to the old ways. And when you go back to the old ways, you are back in your familiar comfort zone, right? And then you are happy again, but it's not going to help. Okay? So remember, all of your learnings today, these are all learnings to make you not just understand whatever is being said here, but to implement it in your life. You have to implement all of these learnings and convert them into habit forming processes. All right? And that's going to really help you. So let us see now, what is image? So when we look at image, it's a very simple formula which will help you to always remember. ABC of image. So A stands for your appearance. Okay? So when we say appearance, what do you understand? Who can tell me? How we look. And what else?
Dressing.
Our dressing, yes, good. What else?
Way of talking.
Yes, that comes a little later. That will come under C, which is your communication. So A is for your appearance, B is your behavior, how you behave. It's not enough to just look very good and smart and stylish, and then you open your mouth and everyone wants to run away. Can you imagine like what kind of an impact that's going to be, right? So it's like I've said in the morning, you are a complete package. You are the full complete package deal. if you go somewhere, okay, let's say you go to a shopping mall. I saw one out here in Kakinada, a big one where there's Inox, right? So, okay, you go to a shopping mall and what happens normally? We look at things and you want to go into that shop to look at it some more or to buy it. Okay, it can be anything, clothes or bag or shoes, makeup, whatever. But it looks good, right? So it pulls you into the shop. Maybe once you start looking at it so we do it ourselves. We do it ourselves. Even if it is an object, we look at the packaging, no? Is it appealing or not? First we look at all the packaging. Now we like the packaging, then we'll open it and see what is inside. Okay? So it's similarly, we have to be very conscious about our appearance. Now when we say appearance, it's not only what we wear, not just our dress, but also it's something called grooming. Okay? How well groomed are we? So when I say grooming, what do you understand? Hairstyle, very good. What else? Of course, Don't you have beauty salons? What are they doing? Those beauty parlors, are they selling you clothes? What are they selling you then? They are selling you cosmetics. You go to buy cosmetics, you go to a beauty parlor. What are they doing? What do they do to you? Then you know. Yes. They'll make you over nicely from head to toe if you're interested. So that is part of your grooming. Why are beauty parlors doing such good business? Because everyone wants to look good. And it's important. It's important. It's not just some fancy thing. It's important to groom yourself. You don't necessarily have to go to a beauty parlor. You can do the same things in your own home, right? Starting with your hair right down to your toes. We will look at that a little more in the next slides. So let's just see appearance and then how we behave, our actions, how we come across to people. Because that again is a part of the whole appearance and the whole image that you project to the world around you. So how you behave and what actions you take. Now, even little things like handshakes, when you move on to the professional world, of course, we Indians have Namaste, which now is actually becoming quite a universal way of, especially post-COVID, where people are afraid to touch each other. So Namaste has become very popular. And even otherwise, Westerners are adopting Namaste. For them, it's like being very stylish. They think it's very fancy. Not for us, it's part of our tradition. However, you might need to also shake people's hands, especially when you move into your work life, into the corporate world. You will be expected to shake hands with colleagues. So when you shake hands, being a woman, you don't have to grab the whole hand. You can just, come. So there is a way. Come, stand here. Right? So if she is, let's say, okay, looks like she's going to shake I'm going to shake her hand. She meets me. So supposing I'm a man, I will probably hold her more firmly. Okay? As being a woman, she doesn't have to give her whole hand. She can give little bit. Okay, little bit. But men normally, they will give you a firm handshake. For women, you don't have to hold the whole hand. You can just hold a little on the outside and do a slightly more delicate handshake, okay? But a handshake. And you don't keep holding onto the hand, you have to let go, right? Yeah, the handshake can't carry on for very long. So it should just be a handshake. Just do a firm like that and that's it. Okay, hello, how do you do? Hello, how do you do? Nice to meet you, whatever, and you leave it, right? So it's a very, thank you. So little things, because that's going to be part of your meeting and greeting people. Any kind of social engagements, you will want to greet them, right? Some kind of greeting. Okay? Apart from hi, hello, you might need to shake hands as well. All that is part of the kind of impression you are going to create on people around you. Then we will look at communication as well. Now, when we say communication skills, what do you understand? What kinds of communication skills are there? What do you think? What are the different types of communication skills? Speaking, very good. Somebody said, please don't whisper. Come on. Now it's post-lunch. You all should warm up a little more. Just speak loudly. Don't feel shy. Yes? Yeah, so that is speaking. So there are essentially 3 types of communication skills. There is verbal, there is non-verbal, and there is also written. Written is also an important part, especially when you move out of KIET and you go into your workplace. There will be many times where you, within the office or even outside your organization, from one organization to another organization, from your organization maybe to a government office or whatever, there can be many forms. So you have to be very careful and particular about the kind of written emails, letters that you send out. And it's written, don't forget, because if it's written, that is something that can be used against you, at times, if the communication is not correct. All right? So you have to be very careful.